You're listening to the Bare Metal Cyber Prepcast, created to help you succeed in your PMP certification journey. Learn more at baremetalcyber.com, where additional prepcasts, books, and training materials await. Let's get started. The Exam Content Outline, or ECO, is a task-based blueprint and not a textbook. It explains what project managers do in practice, but it does not provide the detailed instructions for how they do it. Many sources contribute to the how, including the project management body of knowledge, agile frameworks, and industry standards. You should use the ECO to prioritize what you study, how you practice, and where you review. On the exam, expect situational stems that combine tasks and themes across multiple domains. Domain weightings tell you where to spend your study time. The people domain focuses on leadership and teams, the process domain covers delivery methods, and the business environment domain emphasizes value and governance. Weighting should guide your allocation of time, with more attention placed on the heavier areas. Expect a strong presence of process domain concepts inside situational items, since they involve execution and delivery. Remember that people themes often appear inside process questions, so leadership thinking is tested in context rather than isolation. The people domain can be summarized in one page of themes. It emphasizes conflict management, sustaining team performance, empowering team members, and mentoring. It includes stakeholder collaboration, building shared understanding, and maintaining trust. It covers the dynamics of virtual teams, establishing team ground rules, and applying emotional intelligence. Many agile leadership patterns, such as servant leadership and facilitation, appear directly within this domain. The process domain can also be compressed into one clear overview. It includes communications, risk management, stakeholder engagement, and budget and resource planning. It also covers schedule, quality, scope, and integration management. You must understand change control, procurement management, methodology selection, and governance structures. The domain ends with knowledge transfer, project closure, and transition to operations, which ensure continuity. The business environment domain focuses on organizational alignment. It emphasizes compliance with standards such as safety, security, and regulatory requirements. It requires understanding benefits realization and long-term value delivery. It includes external influences such as regulatory changes, market shifts, or geopolitical impacts on project scope. Finally, it stresses the project manager's role in supporting organizational change effectively while maintaining project integrity. For more cyber-related content and books, please check out cyberauthor.me. Also, there are other prepcasts on cybersecurity and more at baremetalcyber.com. Task-level thinking means treating each ECO task as a mini workflow. Every task implies inputs that must be gathered, analysis that must be performed, action that must be taken, and communication that must follow. Mapping tasks to likely artifacts, such as the risk register, backlog, or baseline, helps you anchor your answers. Practice by asking, "What would I do next for each task?" and comparing it with ECO enablers. Keep personal crib notes for each task cluster so that recall is quick during review sessions. The ECO reflects a balanced distribution of predictive, agile, and hybrid approaches. Expect roughly half of your situational questions to use adaptive methods such as agile or hybrid, and the other half to lean on predictive approaches. The underlying principles remain the same. Perform impact analysis, align stakeholders, and focus on value delivery. Learn to translate between baselines and backlogs cleanly so that you understand both worlds. Know which artifacts exist in each delivery mode, since the exam often tests whether you can use the correct one. Certain artifacts recur across all domains and must be second nature. In predictive projects, these include the scope baseline, schedule baseline, change log, and risk register. In adaptive projects, the product backlog, sprint backlog, and the definition of done are central. Across all approaches, the assumption log and issue log appear frequently, and you must know how to use them. The principle is always the same. Check the right artifact before you act so that decisions are evidence-based. A tailoring mindset is expected on the exam and in practice. You must be able to choose practices based on the project's context, risk profile, and constraints. Governance must remain visible, even when you adapt methods or streamline steps. In hybrid projects, the key is protecting cadence while honoring organizational phase gates. Document your tailoring decisions in a clear, succinct way so that accountability is preserved and stakeholders can follow your reasoning. Studying from the ECO requires discipline and structure. Allocate your time by weighting, doubling down on domains where you are weaker. Learn tasks as decision flows with steps and outcomes, not as lists to memorize mechanically. Drill mixed scenarios that cross domains and delivery modes, since this is how the exam is written. Keep the SEO close at hand as your weekly map to ensure study sessions remain aligned with the blueprint. This way, your preparation mirrors the exam's design exactly. Thanks for tuning in to the Bare Metal Cyber Prepcast, your trusted source for cybersecurity news and insights. Remember to subscribe at baremetalcyber.com so you never miss an update. And visit cyberauthor.me for best-selling cybersecurity books that equip you with expert knowledge. Until next time, stay secure and stay vigilant.